It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And we'll see Kirk Cousins. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Jets and the Browns, next on Madden NFL 23.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they'll be led out by a man who needs no introduction. One of the most exciting players in all of sports. Now in his 6th season out of Texas A&M, Patrick Mahomes.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The numbers for him from a week ago. 23 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. The kick by Lutz is good, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it down from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, They made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they're led out by Kirk Cousins, former Michigan State product, who's now in his 11th NFL season.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
Play fake. Cousins. He'll get that complete to Albert O. From the 31, Cousins. And he'll just get rid of it. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Cousins. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This will wind up a loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now Patterson to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
does a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got him in. It's Brown. And he is going to have the Browns first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. Patterson to about the 26 here. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will make it 6-0. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their 1st drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Cousins. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. Nothing our score after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Throwing, Cousins. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
To throw, Cousins. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. Room here to run. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins now. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Cousins. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards, all they can muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So if you like field goals, you've come to the right spot. We've had 3 so far.
But this is a football game, right?
It is.
How you like that one, huh? You like where I went with that? How about that one?
I like it.
Okay, but hey, let's face it. In this game right now, both defenses have responded well. They're trying to hold the line on this. You just wonder if anyone can break through with a touchdown and put some pressure on their opposition.
The do-it-all weapon, Cordero Patterson, coming back out. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air.
Brandon Cooks past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talked about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Osborne decides against a run back, and this will come out to the 25. And New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them, not easily done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 73 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Cousins on first down. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. Down to about the 37. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Cousins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. I couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So here are the Browns to take over. They've got the lead right now. You remember last week they defeated the Carolina Panthers here. Good momentum. They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. Mahomes now to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. Toss left side, Patterson. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 40 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Patterson. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. They'll run. Here's Janovich, the fullback. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Patterson diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time, they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Cousins. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A first down throw for Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Cousins' throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Mahomes to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes throwing the out route incomplete. It's Howard. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Mahomes now on 1st down. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And again, it's Mahomes. With a catch made by Hopkins. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that one falls incomplete, breaking his string of 7 straight passes completed. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Patterson. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Play action. Now it's Mahomes rolling to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. Touchdown, Browns. O.J. Howard as the first half is winding down. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime.
For this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Lutz with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, will just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats for the Jets in that first half. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts. As you can see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Well, the Jets head out on offense here to start this 3rd quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Throwing is Cousins. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Working out of the gun, Cousins.
Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route. And they're going to get this up to midfield. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Meanwhile, Cousins throw complete there to Moore. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Johnson with a completion over the middle.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. From the red zone now, Cousins. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Off the play fake, Cousins.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. To throw, Cousins. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Cousins. Got a man. It's Johnson. End zone. He's got a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Jets are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Cousins will try and throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Once more, they turn to Patterson.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's complete to Brown, right side.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Running the counter, Patterson.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He finds Hopkins complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass straight in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, Mahomes. And that's complete to Cooks.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Howard. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Patterson running between the tackles. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Joe Schubert on the tackle. A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and
They'll try again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. 3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Patterson.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cordero Patterson.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year.
As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So he's had a nose for the end zone here in the early part of this season. 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
Yeah, he certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it? The guys that block for him. Because he has that instinct, I think they hold their blocks just a little bit longer.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York set to take the field.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. A little careless with a football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Straight ahead, Patterson.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got it. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. DeAndre Hopkins, a 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Osborne decides against a run back, and this will come out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Cousins trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
A handoff for Patterson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. This offense so far on 3rd down, can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in for 4 yards out. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
But that's what you want to see from your quarterback when it's a goal line situation. A guy who's not afraid to tuck the ball, give his body up, and get into the end zone. That ought to inspire his entire team.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The New York set to take the field.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they're going to try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. On third down, Cousins. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll throw again. Cousins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
First down. Here's Cousins.
They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on second down, Cousins. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Third and short yardage, Cousins. Able to find Lazard.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Holding offense.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Play fake. Cousins. And that is incomplete. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. The do-it-all weapon, Cordero Patterson, coming back out.
He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Throwing is Mahomes on third.
That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field.
Ouch. You thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Again, Patterson.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Patterson.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Third down, here's Patterson.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
They'll go. It's Patterson.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. On 1st and 10, Cousins. His throw incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. One last shot now for Cousins.
Finds Lazard quickly on the slant. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Browns, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.